Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome to Bethany Travel here in Millsboro, Delaware, in our storefront. We're sitting out in our little beach room like we have our live videos from. So we've got our feet in the sand, but
Not really.
not quite the same.
That's right. The weather, the weather is like we could be at the beach, but we have to be in here right now.
That's
on
okay.
Friday. That's all right. But what a great week, another one. So welcome to our Facebook Fridays, social media Fridays on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook.
Wherever.
Pretty much, we're on all platforms now. So we appreciate all the follows, all the likes, and everything. But no, so usually on Fridays, what we usually do is we sit down, we kind of give you kind of what we've touched on this week and what we've booked, and some ideas or some deals that are out in the travel industry, and maybe it sparks your interest a little bit of to get inspired and use Bethany Travel for your next vacation. So first, we want to touch on we do have a great event coming up. It is with our partners at Colette. We are doing, and for those that have been on the tours already, we have a great partnership with Colette, and we are doing tons and tons of groups with them next year, anywhere from Ireland, Australia, Italy, Norway, just to name a few. But August 27th, right here in our office, we're going to give you the opportunity to come in, listen to our partners at Colette. They're going to be presenting on those tours.
Yes.
And I think it's so great because we get asked a lot. So, what does these tours entail? This is your chance of maybe you saw one on our website or heard us talk about one, and maybe it's on your bucket list, but you're not really sure if it checks all your boxes, but you want to know. That is your time at 4 p.m. or 6 p.m. to come on in the office, a free event, and listen to Brian from Colette to talk about all the group trips that we have. Cindy has been on one. Maybe just give some background for those who haven't always watched on a Friday of how easy it was with Colette and leaving from the office and all the above.
So I did in March, I did the 12-day Italian Vistas tour.
Yeah.
We had about 38 people with us. It was amazing. So pick up from our office, even if you want to go a couple days early, which some people did, to get to Rome like 1 or 2 days early, which was perfect. Still sat sedan service, took them to the airport. We all came back from the trip by motor coach back here to our office. So the tour was amazing. Everything, every single detail is taken care of you. That was my first escorted tour. So we were at least 2 nights in every hotel. Very, very nice hotels, very, very centrally located, which is a key point that you want to look at if you're looking at a tour operator that's doing a group. You have to watch and see where those hotels are, because the cheaper the price, the further away from city center, the attractions, we could walk to everything. So once we got to our hotel, they handled our luggage. I never had to unload my luggage from the motor coach. We had our driver Diego, we had our tour operator, our tour director Val. They did everything for us, and I saw people carrying their bags through these hotels and stuff like that. And I was like, oh no, we're just going up to the bar and having a cocktail.
Yeah.
And then when we come back, our bags are going to be in our room. So it was perfect. Every little detail. We didn't wait in lines. We didn't have to worry about buying tickets. Everything was done. So I must say that in 12 days, I saw everything I wanted to ever see in Rome, Florence, Venice. We were, and then ended up down in Stresa, and even went into Switzerland. So I mean, it was amazing. So if you want to see a lot, you don't want to worry about the driving, you don't want to worry about buying tickets, you can't get into these hotels because tour operators like Colette, they book them year after year after year. So they get the best spots.
Yeah.
And the other nice thing is, maybe you're single. Maybe your husband doesn't want to travel. My husband didn't want to go to Rome. So, I went with a friend. We had some singles on the trip. So you're good. Even the people that I didn't know from our group that were on our motor coach, we all became friends by the end of the 12 days. So, people were exchanging phone numbers and email addresses, and it's just a great way to travel and not have any pressure.
Yeah, it was so funny. We had clients that did our American National Parks trip in here yesterday, or Wednesday, and they were like, hey Tammy, you know, why don't you come meet up with us? We're meeting up with some of the group members that we
Yeah.
did on American
Just
National
having
Park.
her
So
in American
yeah.
National Park. So, like I said, she ended down. She tells me that that one's one I have to go on now. So, but I would love to do that one too. But like I said, traveling with a group is just a lot of fun. I mean, it's like going on a group trip when we go to Sandals or something.
Yeah.
But you're doing something. But in your free time, you know, you're meeting up. You know, after dinner, and you know, there's usually a lounge. Some of them had rooftops and great places to meet up. But everybody would just kind of meet up and talk about, you know, the day or the night. And you always had an itinerary that, you know, Val, our tour leader, she would have it on the a bulletin board right in the hotel lobby. So all you had to do is take a picture of it. You knew when you needed to be where, what time breakfast was, and dinner was included when we were leaving for that. And it was some amazing experiences,
Yeah.
but so easy, so easy. I could have never done Europe for my first time without going on an escorted tour.
Yeah, that's great. So August 17th, 4 p.m., 6 p.m. Feel free to sign up. There's a link on our social media pages. If not, call the office and we will get you signed up. But the next thing is very exciting. Obviously, everyone knows we are a great partner with Sandals and Beaches Resort. And Cindy's going to talk about an offer that they have right now. If you know someone that is interested in a destination wedding or they're thinking about a destination wedding, this is the time. So
Yeah.
what
So-
about this?
So weddings are amazing at Sandals. So I am a wedding specialist with them. I'll be going back to Turks and Caicos the end of January, or end of September for my annual training and, you know, catch up on things. But they have put out this offer where it's free weddings in Jamaica. It's the Sweetheart package for up to 50 people. And all you have to do is book 5 nights at a club or butler level for the bride and groom. And there are some restrictions that we'll go over in details, but a free wedding for up to 50 people, like that's unheard of.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have 3 or 4 weddings that are going to be in Jamaica in 27, and it's just like I guarantee you, as soon as they see that, they're like,
Yeah.
"Wait, can I take advantage
I
of
know,
this?"
yeah, and you really, I mean, it's like booking a wedding here. It's the same exact process. You want to book about at least a year out. That way, you're going to get, you know, everything that you want, especially the date, because you know they only do so many weddings a day, and then you're going to be able to, you know, give your guests time to make payments. And I found that when you tell your guests that yes, this is the price, but you don't have to pay for it until 2 months before. And you know, Cindy and Brandon can come up with a monthly payment plan, which works really, really well, and it makes it affordable for everyone.
Yeah.
So, and you're going to have, you know, your friends and family there. You're not going to have to go anywhere to get your hair and makeup done. It's going to be all done at the spa or the resort. You can have your, you know, like your rehearsal dinner the night before. We had some at our group trip. We had some amazing parties that are kind of like what we would do in a wedding. But it's just you can make the whole week. Most people make it a 4-day weekend for the guests, and then most guests go home, and then you do your honeymoon. So it's so easy. Very, very. I can tell you from having a daughter and a son-in-law, it's very, very cost effective, and you're gonna have like it's not gonna be over in, you know, a day or so. It's going to go on for like 4 days, and it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, that's a great promotion. I'm excited. That's why we wanted to bring it to you
Yeah.
guys because I mean that's something we get asked a lot. Well, how much does a destination wedding cost? And I think in 2027 sometime, and why not Jamaica?
Yeah.
And why not take advantage?
Jamaica is so easy for your guests to get to. So, you know, even when you have like a 4-day wedding, we have daily nonstop flights out of Philly or Baltimore. So
Yeah.
it's not like they have to take connecting flights. They don't have to spend a lot of time on an airplane, and they're down in Jamaica in 3.5 hours, and then the party begins.
That's right, and the party does.
It
begin.
does. They do such a good job. I mean, we've had so many brides and grooms that get back that are just, you know, they're just like, oh my God, it was just amazing. It's everything we ever hoped for. So,
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
So start next week. We are excited to finally release our travel show sign up link.
Mhm.
We are, believe it or not, we are about 2 months away from that, and it'll be here before we know it. October 27th and October 28th. For those who have not seen our social media post or have watched here, we offer local travel show for you to come, you know, learn from and listen to the top 25 travel partners in the world.
Yes.
And what we do is it's a free event for you. We allow you to come to our event, meaning it's going to be at Baywood Greens and at Ocean Pines. So October 27th will be at Baywood Greens. October 28th will be Ocean Pines Yacht Club. And we are holding an event from 4 o'clock to 7 p.m.
Yes.
Last year was incredible.
Mhm.
And I want to make it bigger than even last
Yes.
year. So we have some amazing partners. I just want to read off a couple. We're actually doing a platinum partnership with our partners this year. What that is they actually are going to stand up and give you a presentation about their company. We're going to have time set for each one of these partners, but that allows you to learn a little bit more in depth of whether it be a Sandals. Let me just go through kind of who we have here. We have Viking, we have Sandals, we have Princess, Globus, AMA, Waterways, Carnival Cruise Line, Celebrity Cruise Line. Two new vendors here, National Geographic and Lindblad Expeditions, Silver Seas, and Colette are going to be some of our top platinum partners, and I am jacked up and pumped for them to
And
give
every week we're like adding a new one because
Yep.
you know we will have like a rep call our office and hey I didn't know. I mean, we're in Delaware, so we're not near the airports and that sort of thing, but the reps are finding us, and then when they hear about our show they want to come.
That's right.
And you get to come. Maybe you've never met us, maybe you've never come in the office, maybe you don't want to feel pressured into buying the trip or from us, but you really just want to meet us and our team. That's a perfect time to come out. It's just
Yep.
low key. We're there. The vendors are there. It's a fun event. Last year, I think we had about 300 people at each one. And like I said, you can go to either one, and we'll maybe have like a schedule of when these
We will.
people
Yep.
are going to be presenting. So if you're coming and you really want to listen to Viking, you'll know when Wendy's speaking about Viking, or the same way with Sandals or any of them.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be great.
Yeah, I'm super excited. I love we put the travel shows off for a couple years with when COVID and all that mess was happening, and I told Cindy when I came on here at Bethany Travel, that's one of the first things we got to do, which was my 2-year
Anniversary.
Yeah.
It's Brandon's 2-year anniversary
That's right.
a couple days ago. So time flies, and let me tell you, these group trips and the travel show, that's his baby. So he puts that together, and this stuff starts like a year in advance. So
Yeah.
it's funny now, it's like, oh my God, like it's almost here. So, but it will be amazing. And it's things you'll walk out of there, maybe you never thought you wanted to do, a National Geographic trip or something like that, but you walk out and you're like, I think I want to put that on my bucket list. I think I need to go there because there's so many possibilities.
Yeah, and I think the one thing you'll realize with the travel shows that I really love about them is, it may be 25 vendors, but those 25 vendors are true partners with
Yes.
us at Bethany Travel. Those are the partners that we would trust to put you on those
Yeah.
tours. Like a lot of times you can go on the internet and search around like, hey, I found this guy or this tour with this company, and we may never even heard of it or even have reviews. And that's great if it's a good price, I guess, but like what we want to do is make sure you're partnered and you're going on a trip that we would go on or send you on with the partners that are at the travel
Yeah,
show.
because remember, we also, for no charge, we offer a 24/7 cell number, which you're either gonna get me or you're gonna get Brandon.
Yep.
So, we need to make sure if you give us that call in the middle of the night that something's not going quite right, because that's when the Europe calls come in, or, something's just not right, or you had an air glitch or something like that. We need to make sure that we partner with people that have that 24/7 self-service, so we can call them and get everything, situated
Yeah.
right away. And so we're not just gonna go with places that we don't know, because that's just not our business model.
Yeah, I agree.
Mhm.
But that's kind of it. We'll wrap it up, but stay tuned. We have a lot of fun content
Yeah.
coming up
Oh, yeah.
as we've been planning it throughout the last couple weeks. We have a lot of great trips coming up as well. Cindy has one, Kelly's birthday trip. I think I'm gone every month starting September somewhere.
Welcome to the travel.
I know
Yeah.
somewhere in the Caribbean I'll be, but we have a lot of great trips, and actually we'll be attending some destination weddings, so we'll kind of give you a little sneak peek behind the curtains of what it looks like of starting when we arrive at a destination wedding, planning with the guests that are there and the bride and groom, the actual wedding itself. So We have a lot of great content coming up, so stay tuned to our Facebook, social media, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Share it. There's nothing better for us than sharing our content and helping us grow as a business. So,
And so many people say that. Where did you hear about us? Oh, I heard us. Yeah. So that's the biggest like compliment that you can give us.
Exactly.
Is referring us to your friends. So
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So we're gonna finish like we always do.
Yeah, thanks for looking.
Bethany Travels for bookings, everybody.
Have a great weekend.